So what have some of your key learnings or observations been as you've kind of started and grown Sisterhood Hour?
People just want to share. People want to learn. People want to be vulnerable enough to say, I'm not okay, or this is what I'm struggling with. And to not feel judged. I think a lot of the time when social media shows this everything's perfect kind of life, you're thinking, okay, so my airbrushing look is not the one today. Right. So how do I now tweet something that's so intense and so personal and not feel like I'm exposing myself to not being this perfect person that the world thinks I am. And I've seen that people just want to be able to share and be able to allow themselves that moment of being vulnerable to say, this is my struggle, this is what I'm dealing with. And other people have been, the really great thing, other people have been actually open and kind enough to say, you know, have you thought about this as a solution? This is an idea. Perhaps reach out to this particular person or have a read through this or chat to me privately. Let's figure out something. I remember a few weeks ago I tweeted, I was like, this is what's going on in my life in the last 24 hours. And people are like, hang in there, you know. Or it's okay, like let yourself have a meltdown. It's okay, this is the world that we're living in because you're a mom, you're working, there's a million different things that you're doing. And it's okay to not have it all together. Right. And I feel that the conversations that I've been having, a lot of people have been sharing that the struggle is this perception that we need to be now walking in the world and we have this thing of, I'm fine, you know, and not everybody's fine in the same way that you're fine. Maybe you've got your own struggles, I've got my own struggles, and it's a level of severity, like how intense is your fine or not fine and how intense is mine. And that no judgment zone is so important because the minute you start feeling judged, you'll shut down. And you'll say, no, actually, I'm not going to share and I'm not going to engage and I won't reach out. And it's that reaching out where you actually feel that, okay, I'm trying to find a solution to the issue I'm going through.
What have you found to be some of the triggers that encourage that sense of community in different environments? Like, for instance, watching Sisterhood Hour, what are some of the things that have kind of brought the community together that you've identified?
Vulnerability. I think being able to say, I don't know it all, but I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to share. Because that's, for me, I feel it's the basis of the most authentic conversations where you're coming in and saying, this is who I am as Sihle, and I come in and say, this is who I am as Phumeza. And it's a meeting of the minds and being able to openly have a conversation and being open-hearted and being open-minded about it. And other people being able to learn from each other. I think that's also one of the key things that I've really enjoyed, is that people are learning from one another. I'm learning. And there's certain conversations I still want to have on Sisterhood Hour, and I'm a little scared in a sense because I'm like, am I ready to dig that deep for myself? But that's one of the things that I feel that has worked with Sisterhood Hour because I'm like, guys, let's be our real and true, honest selves here. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to better our lives and we're trying to grow as individuals and we're trying to help the next woman grow and be better as the person that they want to be for themselves.
And you raise an interesting point there because it kind of leads me to my next question, which is the role that the lens through which you view issues plays and how you engage or disengage from people around you. So for instance, if you are, for myself, as a black woman, the first lens that I have is a black woman, and then a black person, and then a professional, right? So if I'm in the workplace and a black woman is going through something, that's the first lens that kicks in, right? Which allows me to be able to empathize, to be able to want to advise, to reach out, to support. What I see is that more and more people kind of ignore all the lenses that exist in other environments. Socially, those lenses are there. If your friend is in trouble when you're out at a party, instinctivly that lens kicks in. That is a friend first, that is a, but at work somehow everybody's just like, what lens? I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no lens.
I'm just a professional and that is it.
True.
So what role does that play in our ability to build communities within the workplace?
Huge, because we can't ignore being black. You can't ignore being a woman. Now you're a black woman in a space that's probably predominantly male and white male, and yes, you're a professional, and yes, you're educated, and yes, you speak well, and it grates me when somebody
You're so eloquent.
Right? Like, what am I supposed to sound like? What do you mean, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, right, okay, gather self as you walk into the boardroom and you present yourself. And you can't ignore those lenses, because those lenses will kick in and will offer different insights, especially depending what area you're in. I mean, I'm in the PR comm space, and my previous company, it was very consumer orientated. And I would have to be like, okay, yes, I'm a professional, but now if you want to speak to this particular consumer, you need my lens. You need my insights. You can't say, no, it's a one size fits all, let's carry on with life.
All right.
You have to be able to understand what language are they speaking. Do they really want to be spoken to in English? Yes, you're providing a service and a product and something that they need, but is it really something that's top of mind for them? What are their other issues in terms of pressure points that where their money has to go to, kind of thing? Do they really look at your service and product as something that they want? And when you're tackling tough issues also in the boardroom, when you're now talking about personalities and individuals and how so-and-so in this department is acting up and they're pushing back on something, you're thinking, okay, hang on a second, you know, but for me, it's forced me to now actually be proud of the fact that I'm a black woman in the industry, in whatever industry that I'm in, and being a professional, because if I don't own that, how do I now say to my daughter, be a black woman and be proud of it, and go into the world and own it, because the world is telling you, don't have that lens. Just be a professional, the world will recognize your amazing brilliance.
One day, don't know when,
right?
Someday.
Someday. Right. Maybe it's not even her generation. Maybe in the next 2-3 generations after her. But we have to own it, because that is what connects me to the next person. But unfortunately, I mean, I've had the experience where, as a black woman and professional, one of my seniors was a black woman, and it just went south. And so I've experienced that opposite, where you look at the person, you think, but you look like me, you sound like me, we're in the same professional space, but whoa, what's going on? Right? And it really confused me, because I thought, okay, wait, so how is it supposed to be? You know, how am I supposed to be behaving in this world? And I had to decide. One of the things for me, I really had to be conscious about the decision of who I was going to be in the working environment, and how I was going to carry myself, and how I was going to ensure that as a black person, as a black woman, if I had the opportunity to voice something out, I did it. You know, as politely and as well-spoken as I could. I had to say something, because if I didn't, then I would become that black female executive I didn't want to become.
Absolutely.
Yeah.